Hi, I'm Sebastian Heinz from Univers-Ils and Oversea, and you're watching the iMusician Show.
Hello and welcome to the iMusician YouTube channel. I'm Nick. I'm here with my colleague Sue as always, and this week we're talking about a handful of independent vinyl pressing plants that are taking issues into their own hands to help curb the issues happening in the vinyl industry. We're going to introduce you to Beatport Streaming, Beatport's new streaming service, and we're going to talk about some iMusician community members that have joined us in our brand new community forum, which we can't wait to introduce you to. And finally, we're going to be joined by Univers-Ils, aka Oversea, aka Sebastian, who you saw at the top of the show, an independent artist from our community. If you've been tuned to the issues plaguing the vinyl industry since the pandemic, you might remember earlier this year when artist 𝐋𝐢𝐬 put out a video urging the major record labels to help address these issues and due dates by building some of their own pressing plants.
I now ask the major labels, Warner Brothers, Universal, and Sony, to finally build your own pressing plants again.
Now, as you might have expected, most of the bigger major labels did not end up opening or building their own vinyl pressing plants, which for Sony, for example, would have been a really nice gesture after they printed, or better pressed, 500,000 copies of Adele's latest album. But you know who did end up opening pressing plants? A whole bunch of small independent labels and music industry vets who, by the way, actually focus on smaller independent artists and labels.
We've seen this in Germany with the opening of Matter of Fact Vinyl, which was opened by independent record label owners who nearly went bankrupt thanks to the major label dominance in the vinyl industry. They stated that the new plant won't press records for major labels and are committed to supporting the underground, the small, and the indies who have held the flag all these years.
We love to hear that.
Yes, we do.
Another great example is Press on Vinyl from Middlesbrough, England. That pressing plant is dedicated to small labels and artists, small run releases from the local scene, and they can press up to 30K records a month. To you.
30,000 records a month. And even all the way out in Taiwan with a service called 𝐿, a service aimed at fulfilling smaller orders by record labels with a fast turnaround time with a brand new style of pressing machine that has the potential to be a game changer for the industry as a whole.
But even with all those efforts, we are still seeing massive delays for indie artists when it comes to releasing their music on vinyl, and especially aligning with tours, merch drops, and more.
We would love to hear from you, especially if you've actually worked with one of these indie plants. So sound off down there in the comments and let us know if this has been affecting your release strategy.
If you are an electronic musician, DJ, or producer, then you are very likely familiar with the platform Beatport. And if you are, then you have probably heard of Beatport's latest rollout, Beatport Streaming. That is a streaming platform that allows musicians and DJs to stream Beatport's extensive, very large music library in the booth, at home, or anywhere in the world.
And if you're curious to learn more about Beatport Streaming and how you can apply it to advance your career and grow your fan base, then check out the brand new Instagram live conversation I had with Beatport's Matthew Friedman last week.
Essentially, Beatport Streaming is it's a dedicated streaming platform, streaming service that offers access to millions of tracks directly in DJ performance software, as well as a host of different apps that we have in our ecosystem.
We covered all the ins and outs of the new streaming platform, answered some questions from our community, and gave you everything you need to know to get the most out of the platform.
If there's anything else you would like to know about Beatport or other electronic music platforms like Traxsource or Juno Download, then of course, as usual, let us know in the comments below. We're more than happy to have more live Q&As and webinars for you guys on the show and also on Instagram.
This month, we officially launched our brand new community forum, the iMusician community, and it has been amazing to see the response from the get-go.
We have discovered so much amazing music by all of you guys out there who've shared their projects in the community. Thank you so much. And also, thank you so much for everybody who shared their feedback on each other's projects out there. And also for sharing your input and insights into how we can improve our product in the future.
In particular, this week, we'd like to give a shout out to Romanian artist 𝐿𝐬, British producer Freddie Hudson, Italian musician Pio Palumbo, Belgian producer A2D, and New Zealand-based producer Lost Knowledge from indie label Lost Communication Records, all of whom distribute their music via iMusician.
If you haven't already joined the community, head over to the link in the description below and introduce yourself, make connections, and also bounce ideas and get support from the iMusician team like Nick and I.
You never know, you might get shouted out on our next episode here. Speaking of getting shouted out here on the show, we discovered multi-talented producer and musician Univers-Ils, aka Oversea, aka Sebastian, who you saw at the top of the show, and we've loved connecting with him in the community following his releases 𝐋𝐢𝐬𝐬 and Voyager 2.
As we've been rinsing both of his releases here at the iMusician office, we wanted to shine the spotlight on Sebastian and dive into his creative process, his home studio, his tips for promoting music, and how he has found success as an independent artist.
I'm a musician, artist and producer based in Switzerland. I have a few different projects, but my own personal projects are Univers-Ils, which is a combination of chansons françaises, so French lyrics, with, I'd say, indie rock, alternative, ambient, folk. It's a bit of everything, and it's quite interesting. I love this project because it's allowing me to combine dreamy lyrics with dreamy sounds. I love it. This is my all ambient project. I'm only doing instrumentals, songs with loads of pianos, synth, ambient drones and whatnot. It's very fun. The thing that's really exciting to me at the moment is rubber bridge guitar. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but you know, it's when you put a piece of rubber at the bridge of your guitar. Phoebe Bridgers, she's a goddess at that. She uses it on a record a lot. And it's been like discovering a new instrument for me, and I find it really, really exciting. Oh my god, yes, I have been so lucky to be back on stage at festivals, and it's been so good being able to finally be back on stage and meet people and meet friends and play with friends and play for friends, play for new people, new friends, and listen to new music as well, because you know that's the thing that's always so inspiring when you're touring or when you're at a festival, is that you get to meet other artists. You know, just keep playing music, keep spreading the love, and being inspired by each other's, and yeah, peace.
Thanks for tuning in this week. If you want to hear more from Sebastian, aka Oversea, or his project Univers-Ils, like the song you're hearing behind us right now, head to the link in the description, and while you're down there, be sure to drop us a like and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything here on this channel.
We'll see you next time in the show.
Pour te découvrir et puis t'ouvrir